Everyone gathered at this island villa feels like an accidental meetup, with the awkward moments of "do you all know him?" So to uncover the truth, everyone began sharing their stories, but aside from being invited by Erwin, they had nothing in common. Their commonality, all accused of murder, except the captain and the rich kid who claimed I wasn't involved. The judge then noticed Erwin's full name means anonymous, like an unemployed detective. It's like a riddle, and the judge began to think the captain was right. Whether the mysterious killer is Owen or not, they must be on the island. The sheriff figured the killer must be the butler, since from the start, the butler was acting like a sneaky little cat hiding in the corner. Everyone nodded, and just as they were to sleep, the doctor banged a gong at midnight, as if summoning ghosts. The doctor saw the midnight snack, and found the butler's got spilled in the kitchen, making the secretary vomit. With the butler dead, that meant the mysterious killer couldn't be him, and ironically, his death matched the lyrics in the pot. One life goes to House Lice from 7 to 6 at this moment. The survivors numbered exactly 6. The doctor finally realized the secretary's reasoning was correct. The killer mimicked 10 little soldiers, putting everyone at risk. The doctor was scared to death. Facing the unknown fear was worse than not being able to find snacks. The secretary went to the dining room and found only 5 little soldiers left on the table. Panicking in his mind, no, not. The secretary quickly ran the gong to inform everyone and found the nun had been brutally stabbed in her room, perfectly matching the little soldier's gruesome ending. 2 house lice, 1 life goes, 6 down to 5. They all knew the killer was following the script, but felt powerless about the future, as no one knew who would be next. After cleaning up the butler's body, everyone noticed his gun was missing. This party was definitely more than they bargained. Clearly, someone snuck into his room, but the door was locked. It's a real head-scratcher. Maybe the butler had a master key to open all doors, but now it's getting too strange. After all, no one can confirm if the master key is a mere legend or part of a grand scheme. Maybe this is all the butler's plot. The doctor sarcastically chimed in, "Don't underestimate me." However, while they squabbled, the sheriff unexpectedly backed up the doctor, causing chaotic scenes. Shanfeng turned and questioned the sheriff after handling the butler's body. "Why linger in his room? Are you solving a mystery?" These were just guesses, with no solid evidence, and everyone's mood felt like a roller coaster ride. So, to find the truth, they searched everyone's rooms, which felt like a game of I can't find any evidence. The question remains, where did the missing gun go? Could the killer not be among them? This puzzle is too hard. Shanfeng suspected the judge, a death sentence enthusiast, a real character. The secretary seemed uninterested and turned to head back to his room, only to be interrupted by a scream that shattered the peaceful night. He never witnessed such a dramatic screech in his room, resulting in someone fainting. It was pure theatre. With the doctor's help, the secretary quickly woke up and said he just thought the room was too cool, which is why he fainted. Everyone took it lightly, but the doctor suddenly realized the judge had gone missing at that moment. Something seemed off. They rushed to the study and found the judge brutally murdered. What an unnecessary surprise. Subtitle: The judge died from a gunshot. The murder weapon was the missing pistol. Things got complicated. At this moment, everyone couldn't help but wonder who would be the next victim. The tension was thicker than when they arrived. Under immense mental pressure, unsure if they'd see tomorrow's sun, they decided to let loose tonight, live it up. After partying hard, they still had to face reality. After the 4 returned to their rooms, the sheriff seemed to hear noises outside. He opened the door carefully and saw the doctor sneaking out of the villa. Was he off to find dinner? Seeing this, the sheriff wondered, is the doctor the mastermind? He hurriedly informed Shanfeng, only to find those 2 were cozying up together. The sheriff didn't have time for this melodrama. He grabbed Shanfeng and headed after the doctor, but found nothing all night. Stranger yet, his gun was on the bed before he returned, leaving him baffled. Petals, how did the killer do it? After not telling the sheriff and secretary, the sheriff said the gun was missing. Or maybe this was all a scheme from Shanfeng himself, trying to clear his name by putting the gun back on his bed. Did Shanfeng team up with the secretary to take down the sheriff? What a thrilling script we have here. During the search for the doctor, the sheriff and Shanfeng split up. Maybe the doctor had already been killed, which raises suspicion. However, right as they were engaged in a debate, The secretary suddenly shouted out that the doctor was still alive. It seems the plot has just taken a different turn. He believed the doctor was the real killer. After all, on this small island, it's impossible for a living person to justice watching everyone die mysteriously under mental strain. The sheriff finally confessed his secrets, leaving everyone utterly speechless. The accusations in the photos were true. He once personally killed an innocent man, which is just heartbreaking. While capturing a petty thug, he should have let him go, but due to personal reasons, he callously killed him, which is ridiculous. Now that things have developed to this point, the 10 invited guests are indeed guilty of murder, but where is that mysterious unseen killer?